What's up everybody, and welcome back to the Sean O'Connell YouTube channel. Today what we're doing, we're going to put this Whipple 3-liter supercharger stage 2 kit on my 2021 F-150 with the 5-liter Coyote engine. So I went with the stage 2 kit because it comes with injectors already, and basically in the tune as well on a flash device from Whipple. So it's a pretty complete kit. I'm probably gonna run it like this on this tune setup for a little while and then eventually go over to a Lund tune. They recently came out with a new device, a new tuning device. So once they release that tuning device for the 2021 F-150, I'll switch from the Whipple tune over to the Lund Racing tune because they have better trans tuning, my opinion. They tuned my Mustang with the ESS supercharger in the back. So always gone with Lund, they do great work. But yeah, this isn't going to be like a how-to video. This is just going to kind of show some of the stuff as far as the install, some time lapses and stuff like that. And then I'm going to do some wide open throttle pulls and stuff on the street. So let's go ahead and get to it. So as you can see, a ton of different boxes. There were 3 huge boxes that it shipped with. Got this thing for pretty cheap. Got a pretty good deal on it. $7,200 shipped, brand new. Don't ask me how I got that deal, but that's what deal I got. So you can see the intake hose here, the new air box, which is pretty nice. The heat exchanger, it has an intercooler pump. Yeah, it's like a pump and a reservoir in there. Got the fuel rails over there. Coming over here, got the 3-liter supercharger on there. This is a Gen 5, not a Gen 6. Only change on the Gen 6 is I think the rotor pack is a little bit different, but Gen 5 is all I need. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this truck. My truck is leveled, so it's not like a race truck. It's got 35s on it. Yeah, all kinds of stuff here. So comes with good instructions and all the wiring, all the hoses, the supercharger, lubricant, bolts, everything you need to install this. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so a little update. I got a freaking mess going on here. Got the stock intake manifold off. This thing sucks because there's like, so you have like a wiring harness that lays back here and it connects like down in here. It's like 5 different spots where the wires are stuck onto this and you have to basically pry them out, and it's hard to fit your hand back here because it's like back under the cowl. So that sucks. Most difficult part about taking that off was taking all the wiring off the back, and then the map sensor back here. A little tricky to find it, but once you find it and unclip it, it's not bad. There's a bunch of other stuff back there, so make sure you don't unclip the wrong thing, because you see all the stuff for, I imagine it's for the direct injection. So on these newer Coyotes, they have direct injection as well as port injection. So you can see here under the manifold, here are the rails for the direct injection. Most tunes, I think they really don't even do anything. They don't really like change what the direct injection does. I know on some of the higher horsepower cars like Audi R8s and like Lambos and shit, they'll mess around with the direct injection, but on the Coyotes, I don't think it works that well, and they don't have it all figured out to really make power from the direct injection. So got that bad boy off. Had to change out this water neck right here. I had to install this bracket right here up on the timing cover, and I don't really think I did anything else crazy under the hood. Unhooked some different wires and hoses and stuff, but pretty simple, pretty straightforward under the hood. Lots of room to work in here on the truck. A little bit easier than the car, but it is difficult leaning and, like I said, disconnecting those wires that are basically just hooked up to the intake manifold for whatever freaking reason. But here's where we're at right now. I went ahead, I got the injectors all installed. They have these weird like metal things that they say are used to clock the injectors, so they're all pointing the correct way. So went ahead and put those on. Got the wiring harness off the stock fuel rail. Comes with these Whipple fuel rails. Got a block off. I think if you want to run it like return style, you have the ability to, but this is nice. If you want to hook up to your stock fuel system, you can do that. So that's what I'm going to do because it's just a truck and I'm not going too crazy with it. I like how everything, it all says like, hey, make sure to leave this cover on so it doesn't get stuff, debris in there. And literally like in shipping, it was already damaged. So I was like, all right, whatever, bro. I think I should probably tape it up with some tape, but haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, this Gen 6 Whipple is crazy, dude. Look at the rotor packs, like huge in here. If you look on a lot of the other superchargers, they're only about this wide. And the design on this one, basically, so the air comes in, the rotors spin it, you know, make the air go faster, but then it forces the air up. As it forces the air up, it goes up through these massive intercoolers. As you can see, these are like super wide. These are like double the width of the older Whipple bricks that they had on there. So this helps with cooling to get the air all cool and keep the air super cool. So it forces them up through that intercooler system, the dual intercoolers, and then forces the air back down into these plenums basically, and then force it into the intake side of the head. So pretty sweet setup from Whipple. As you can see here, it's like massive. They have an oval throttle body. I recommend that you get the oval throttle body, the bigger throttle body. If you get one of these systems, you can use the stock throttle body, but you're really leaving a lot of power on the table. And supposedly they don't tune very well because this thing sucks so much air that the stock throttle body kind of has a hard time keeping up. But yeah, I had to put some misc odd and ends on this thing. Getting ready to put the lid on. I got to do, I don't know. This is like some gasket or something. I have to put that over on these parts. There's some weird way to put it on. The instructions are good though. So let's get to it. All right, so making a little bit of progress on the Whipple install. I got the blower just set down on top of there. This is going to be the biggest pain. So there are 4 bolts on the corners. On this one, you can see they're like kind of down here. It's where my middle finger is touching right now. Imagine doing this. So it's hard to get the bolt down in there, but you have to do it in the back as well. There's no real easy way to do it. Everybody's kind of complaining to me about it. Eddie Mack has told me good luck on that back one. Took him like 45 minutes, so we'll see. Hopefully it goes smooth. But yeah, the blower's on there, which is nice because it is heavy. Lifting it up and pushing it back at the same time without having like one of those creepers that like sets you right here. It is kind of weird. I end up like almost like standing in the engine bay, kind of like on the frame right here. And I was able to make it work. But yeah, a lot of work to do still, and this is where we're at. All right, so I got the Whipple install all finished. Been driving it for a couple weeks already. I didn't close out the video, just been kind of busy with work and stuff, but it runs great. I'll show you guys some pulls on it. Been running flawlessly. Sounds really cool. The truck is really quick. I do have to do an oil change on it because you shouldn't run like 5W30 or anything like that. I think it's like 5W50 is the oil that you run, so I'm gonna do an oil change on it. But it's running great and I'm happy with it. If anybody asked me, I would definitely recommend doing the Whipple. Do the stage 2 if you can, and also do a custom tune if you can. I'm gonna get a Lund LRX and do a custom tune from them. The RPMs will be much higher, and I'll show you guys a video on that of why I did that or why I'm gonna do that. But for now, let's just show some pulls and then close out the video. Just gonna do a little 2-wheel drive hit.